I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video we're going to have a look at Duckie Land. Nothing in this video is financial advice, it is for entertainment purposes only. Duck-filled gaming metaverse, play to earn NFT games. Collect, play and earn Duckie Land. There is a trailer available. We're going to play that first just to see what this game is all about at Duckie Land, and then we'll jump straight into the white paper to have a look at collect rewards by breeding. Okay, if this actually is an interesting game, an interesting opportunity. For me, this is coming up the actual launch on AnyPad. So basically this review will determine if I'm going to invest in this project or not. It looks quite funny. There's like a animated sketchy artwork about ducks, obviously. Enroll in tournaments, you have a leaderboard, and then you get rewarded with tokens, I assume. Make your rewards as your income. Duckie. Windows 10, Google Play, and in the App Store. All right, that's quite nice. Perfect. All right, now we have an understanding of what this is about. Let's head over to the white paper, the most important part. All right, it's quite extensive. Let's have a look. Duckie Land is a metaverse, multi-platform PC, Android, iOS, and virtual reality. That's already advanced. Multiplayer online game that runs on the blockchain, and each Duckie is a non-fungible token or NFT. Millions of people can participate in the NFT world and earn tokens through skillful gameplay. Nice. Duckie Land is inspired by the love of every duck meme, duck emoji, duck character, and everything about ducks. In the land of Duckie, players can collect, battle, farm, craft, and become the Duckie Lord. Sorry, I just think this is funny. Duckie Lord. Well, I mean, if you love ducks, then definitely this is the game for you. Duckie Land gives gamers ownership of in-game assets and allows them to increase their value by actively playing the game. By participating in the in-game economy, players will receive rewards and create more value for other players and the ecosystem. The rewards for these digital assets are cryptocurrencies and in-game resources that are tokenized on the blockchain, which could become a new revenue stream for the flu. Yeah. Vision. Millions of players who enjoy the game. Cool. AAA multi-platform blockchain balanced online game. All right, that's quite ambitious. Active community, passion, valuable NFTs, participating in the metaverse, mission, more fun, more earnings. I think this is the focus that a lot of games are missing these days. You need to have a good game that is enjoyable to play, and the income aspect is the second part. If your game sucks but people can earn money, there's still not a high adoption if you need to play this game 8 hours a day. It needs to be fun. All right, why Duckie Land then? Real money economy. So I do believe that we all understand the play to earn aspect and the mass adoption ability of video games. Price stability, increasing player participation results in increased token production without mechanism that demands the use of these tokens. All right, so they have rewards of token usage in the white paper, which we'll review a little bit later, and then balanced population. Okay, players can combine the Duckie they have acquired into a rare and hard to get Duckie. This will prevent overpopulation and the weaker character values will not crash or leave liquidity. That's smart. The Duckie metaverse. Ooh, it's quite extensive. The real world economic system is also shifting. Okay, so they give a little bit of background about the metaverse, but as far as I understand, you can buy land, farm, Minecraft. It's basically your regular metaverse we're seeing these days. It's basically one big game with several sub-game options. It's basically the Duckie Land world that you're basically playing in at that point, which I think is quite interesting. Looking from the sketch, it also doesn't look that bad, so that's cool. Then you have the different gameplay options. So we already know it's multi-platform, right? You can work together and create a team, which is nice, enroll in tournaments, and then have a strategy. There's adventure stage, PvE, and battle arena, PvP. In both games, players will get waiver as reward, and that's probably the in-game utility token, which makes sense. This little sketch, and it looks kind of, you know, like arcade style. So you have your level, I think, some gems that you can, like your duckies, teams, inventory, clans. And the guild aspect of these games is always quite interesting, and then stage and battle. So far, so good. The NFTs, all right, that's always the interesting part. Of all the birds on planet Earth, the eagle may be the coolest, the hummingbird may be the cutest, but when it comes to the cuteness, we go for the duck. They're fluffy, they're cuddly, they will brighten even darkest days. Okay, strange fetish. We don't love ducks. Oh, who doesn't love ducks? Well, me. Their cute faces will put a smile on your face on a stressful day. I'm having a stressful day and nobody's laughing. The duck team has put together all the cutest photos. No, I get it. I mean, they're funny, whatever. I don't think it's really a big deal. Let's move on. Duckie Land. I'm just curious on how we obtain these NFTs, really. Land is divided into tokenized blocks of land, which players can buy, rent, and develop. Landowners can upgrade and customize their land. So what I think is interesting is that it appears that this game is already sub-playable. So if you would have the option to buy land, you can basically utilize it immediately, where most of these games launching these days have the option to buy land, but you would need to wait 2 years for the game to be developed. Build shops, restaurants, generate resources, host NPCs, and can even find access doors for dungeons. There are a lot of NFT land block types, such as beach, desert, lava, ice, mountain, mining land, with their rarity ranging from common to legendary. Very cool. Then you got the SDK. Okay, NFT data, that's more like technical stuff, that's fine. Governance token, that's meta, multi-metaverse token. BEP20, Binance Smart Chain. Payment, staking, government. Makes sense? I think that's all clear. We're all familiar with these terms. And then you got the wafer, which is again the in-game token. Wonderful, amazing, fantastic, excellent reward. Well, that's funny. That is funny. So the ducks don't put a smile on my face, but this is kind of funny. And it's actually like the chocolate wafer, which I love those cookies. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of these cookies. These are like the type of cookies, just a little off topic. When you eat a lot of them, you get your blisters in your mouth because it's so fucking dry. You need to drink like milk with it, right? But yeah. Yeah, players can earn it. Makes sense. Uncapped utility token. We have all seen the dual token system, right? We're all familiar with this. Technology, right? Currently, all tokens are built on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay. Including smart contracts functioning compatible with Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, Binance Smart Chain again. Both tokens, BEP20, BEP20. Duckie NFT is built on BEP721, which then I would assume that is the Binance Smart Chain NFTs. Okay, cool. All makes sense. I'm very curious to see it's compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. That's good. I'm very curious to see where these NFTs, if they're already being sold, what they look like, that kind of stuff. So we got the team, which is nice. Where are we in the white paper at the moment? I think we're still in the introduction stage. It's quite extensive. So we got Fabrian, is that how you pronounce it? Okay, got David. We don't have LinkedIn, but I think maybe that's available on the homepage. I'll check that later. Garcia, Gabriel. 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the core team, with an additional 20 plus people working on this. So yeah, that's quite advanced indeed. The advisors, 2, 1 of it appears to be venture capital, and I don't know what this is. Some cases related below the line, above the line of marketing. Okay, interesting. Ansari Kadir and Eric Soup. Then some investors. X Network, so that's one of the advisors, is from the incubator. Then you got some ventures capital. Okay. The communities that they have available, which we'll check later. Okay. And oh, that's actually the entire white paper. I thought these options, oh, we didn't even look at this. I just went over the main topics. My bad, guys. So when I press next, I go to the next one, but there's subtopics. So there's breeding as well, which they utilize the utility token for the breeding, and yeah, then that makes sense. To avoid ducky hyperinflation, there's a maximum time a ducky can be bred. Breeding a ducky requires Duckie Land, multi-token, and some, okay, so the meta token and the waiver. Depending on how many times ducky is bred, portion varies adjusted, okay, economic factors. PvE, this looks nice. This is like your map. Players must complete quests so that the player can level up the duckies and earn some rewards along the way. Oh, bless me, apologies. There will be spending time and their energy in the battle arena. Okay, in the battle arena I think is the PvP system, right? The players will perform daily missions to upgrade their strength rank and receive rewards. There are many maps with various degrees of difficulty. Sounds cool. PvP, probably the favorite part, right? Ooh, we have a video as well of this. So it's like Magic the Gathering style. Heroes of Might of Magic, sorry. Heroes of Might of Magic, that's like the most OG game utilizing this. Turn-based attacks, and then basically just trying to wipe your opponent. But this makes sense for a game like this. Usually I'm not a huge fan of this, but the fact of the matter is this simple battling structure, it works really well. And I think to launch an alpha game using this structure, you can get it quickly online. It's not my favorite game style to play, but I'm not going to play this game anyway. And a lot of games are utilizing this, so it must work really well, right? And I mean, it looks good, and I think he's going to win, the guy on the left, because there's still a lot of HP left on this one. Okay, he's going to be destroyed. Watch this. Oh no, he's dead as well. Yep. And now this guy's turn, and he's going to wipe him out. Yep. And then you win, and then you get the rewards. Okay, that looks cool. Makes sense. The farming. Okay, so there's a video. And there's like pre-alpha video content, which I think is quite cool. Can I use this full screen? No, not available for this video. Okay, so the ducky is moving, and it's like you got like the shovel, the seeds, and you can crop plants. So this is like a Farmville style. I have never played Farmville, right? But I've seen a video of it, and this looks quite similar, which basically you need to come back every single time to the game to monitor your crops, and you can do this on mobile as well. So there's like a desktop compatible solution and mobile as well. And I think those two things, especially things like this, which bring players continuously back to the world that they're engaged in. So you need to get water from the river, then go back. It's like small tasks you can do on your mobile phone, right? But these are the kind of things that the daily quests, you might log into the morning and complete that, right? Or do it with some friends. The missions that get like daily rewards. Then to basically plant the seeds, water the seeds, harvest the seeds, whatever you're growing, in order to get those required assets that you can either sell on the marketplace for tokens, right? There's the money aspect of things, or you can use it to craft something probably. That repetitive process of engaging users to come back to the game is something that so many games are missing, and it's so simple. Look, these guys, they just build a farm, right? It's nothing that difficult, in my opinion, to think of, because so many extremely successful games have done this before, where you look at Farmville, all the Clash of Clans, I don't even know what all of these games are called, but they're mostly mobile-based games, where there's a very simple mechanic which is repetitive over and over again, but it doesn't get boring, because people want to grow their crops, they want to get the specific reward, right? And I don't know if this is like sped up or in time, made faster, where the actual growth of the zucchinis or eggplant is that fast. But apparently this would only take you like a couple of minutes a day, and that's basically the entire idea of getting benefit and keeping the users engaged. So I think that's super cool that they included this. Obviously, I'm not ever going to play this game. I'm not interested in, but I do see the concept of, if I would make an investment into this game, that it has some big utility for the user. It's heavily user focused, and that's one of the most important things. I'm going to pause it here. I think it's all clear. We're going to move to crafting, because that's where you would use the ingredients, but it's not available yet. The buildings are not available, and the VR. Okay. That's quite interesting. A little creepy if you see them like this, but sure. Then you got the NFTs. They got health, speed, attack, and defense. And we saw the gameplay before, so I think that makes sense. 8 parts. So they have unique parts. The head, the body pattern, the tail, the body color, the weapon, the mouth, the eyes. Different elements: dark, light, metal, water, wind, earth, fire. 7 elements that have their own power and weakness, like Pokemon style. Dark will deal more damage if it attacks light. Light will deal more damage if it attacks dark. Okay. And then you have the effectiveness. So I think that all makes sense. Skills. Ooh, what's this? Duckie's abilities depend on the weapon, head, eye, mouth, and tail it has. This is what makes each Duckie unique. His abilities can be offensive, such as the damage debuffs, can also be defensive. Alright, so there's quite some information to them, and they're not as simple ducks as they were described to be. There's some uniqueness. The ability card will reveal 3 stats. Elixir, the amount of elixir cost when deployed this card. Each player has 10 elixir pool. After deployment, the elixir starts to regenerate. Okay, damage, the damage, and the defense. Okay, that makes sense. Then let's go to the governance token, which is the most important, the tokenomics. So I'm going to join the private sale, which is 10% unlock TGE plus 1 day, then unlocked daily for 10 months. Okay, that I do believe makes sense. The private sale is also the largest pool, so I'm going to join through AnyPet, which it was announced that they're going to have. So with the amount of tokens that I have, hopefully I will get about $1,000 allocation. I would like to know how much this would go for though in terms of price. So we have the tokenomics here, so 5% TGE, 10% TGE, they got some calls, 10%, 10%, so this is very small amount. Public 20% TGE, but the relative raise is small compared to the private. So the private will create the biggest sell-off right in the beginning, 10% out of 9 million tokens, 900k, and this is only 400k, so less than half. But yeah, it looks good. I love daily linear vesting, as of recently actually. It's not that good for investors, but it's good for the longevity of the project because there's no instant dump of the tokens. There's just a consistent drip of released tokens, which will definitely help a lot with the stability of the project. Then there's a 6-month cliff, 36 months. 6-month cliff, 36 months. Quite high on the advisors, 7% for only 2 advisors. Team normal. Ecosystem, 2-week cliff, then unlock daily for 48 months. Liquidity, 9.5% TGE, 1-week cliff, then unlock daily. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And combined, it's 100% with a total of 100 million tokens. Okay. Decentralized organization, DAO. Okay. Total supply, 400 million on the meta. But on the tokenomics, it says total supply, 100 million. That's strange. Huh. Maybe that's a mistake. Okay. Then the rewards to, obviously the in-game utility you get by playing the game, right? You can even purchase it, but I don't think purchasing an inflationary token makes that much sense. Unless you want to basically upgrade things fast, get a little bit of an advancement in the game, then you can do it, but it's definitely inflationary. The initial supply is not limited. But yeah, so far Duckie Land in terms of the game looks quite good. I need some more information, so let's go and have a quick look. Let's start with medium. Pull up some additional information. Strategic. Okay. 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 A lot of partnerships. Nothing really about the launch yet. Twitter. you should be able to find some up-to-date information on Twitter. Got about 12,000 followers, not that much. Engagement, pretty good for the whitelist. Here's the announcement from AnyPad, which was posted an hour ago. So I am obviously fast. You need to fill out this whitelist form. I have already responded to the form, so unfortunately I cannot show you what it looks like, but I have applied to the whitelist because I am interested in joining this. So that's good. They are partnered with the Moon. So obviously he's one of the biggest shillers. So probably he's getting allocation on their strategic round. He has 1 million followers on Twitter and 550K on YouTube. So if you have him and are you familiar with him, he pumps projects basically. That's all he does, in my opinion. He does have some decent insights sometimes, but yeah, that's very good. I mean, if he's going to promote Duckie Land to his audience on the launch, I think it will do extremely well. So AnyPad and the Moon call on board, which means that I am also on board. No doubt. Definitely. All right. So they have some trending news. Other than that, not that much information just yet. I think the sale on AnyPad is happening in about 4 days. So there's still time after you're watching this video. On Telegram, how many people do they have? 7,000, so that's quite good. They have a global Telegram, which I assume is announcements. No, it's just global. 11,000. Then they have Instagram. I don't really care much about that. YouTube, I don't really care, but I just want to see what they have posted on YouTube. Nothing interesting, just some gameplay, which we already saw on the white paper, basically. I might open them just for you to see. Mining, logging, and fishing camp. Okay, so this is kind of the same principle as the farming, but then the mining, right? Again, you remove the stones or the wood, and then you can put seeds and maybe grow something new, something like this. Let me speed it up. And every day maybe some of this shit returns, so you need to remove it again. What is he doing? He's like preparing the land. It's like a pirate, this guy. And then yeah, then you can put the crops and stuff. Yeah, so that makes sense. And then you have that inventory. Okay, cool. This is crafting and cooking. Okay, so whoa, he has like a whole town built. Okay, so this is again a plot of land. He has like a cooking shop, and he has some like cooking materials you can craft with like a blacksmithy, cook. So it would be nice if you could have, let's say, a player could have their own little town and their friends could join their town, and then they could do stuff together, because he has like a blacksmith with weapons, but also like a cooking shop and stuff. So that would be quite cool. But I do like a lot that even pre-IDO they have a lot of in-game content recorded, because I think that's like super important. But yeah, it looks really good. Now I'm curious about the team. So okay, breeding, okay, the tokens, the roadmap, okay, a little strangely designed, game design, server setup, website, okay, that's all done, launch social, private pre-sale, public pre-sale, list on exchanges. Oh, so this is already done, okay. So private pre-sale still needs to be done, public done, list on exchanges need to be done, the marketplace is not live, the breeding system, daily quest, character levels. Okay, leaderboard. There's no dates to it though, it's just like faces. I would like to see some dates on the timeline. Here they have the full name with pictures of the team. So if you want, you can look them up on LinkedIn. But at least the full names are there and their positions. It would be nice if they could just put LinkedIn, but it's not that big of a deal. At least they have pictures and it gives some feeling of transparency. So here's 3 advisors. Who get quite a big share of the tokens, in my opinion. So they have been starter, TrustPad. Obviously AnyPad will be there as well, but they will do private. Okay, land. Okay, so the marketplace is coming soon. I don't think they have launched any of their NFTs yet, it appears. If I would Google it, Duckie Land NFTs. Do I get Duckie Land IDO, NFTB? Lucky Duckies. No, that's not it, because we're looking for Duckie Land. I'll check it, but I don't think that's it. No, see, that's something else. So I don't think they have launched their NFTs yet, which is good, because then we are super early. Was the launch of the NFTs actually on the roadmap? Marketplace, so phase 2 marketplace, so after the actual IDO, and then they have breeding systems, so at that point you would need the NFTs. So marketplace is probably the point where they are going to harvest the NFTs, which means that for the NFT in the game you are right now in a great opportunity. I'm going to join on AnyPad. I already checked, the information is not there yet regarding the project, so that will follow in the next couple of days. Let me check BinStarter to see what projects they have. They got Duckie Land right here, but they also don't have that much information regarding the tokenomics or nothing like that. They refer you back to the white paper, I believe. Yeah, where there's not that much pricing information. So regarding AnyPad, I believe they do have the pricing information available. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, make sure you do so. At It's Digits. It's Digits is where you need to be. So if I open this in incognito, maybe I can show you. Yep, there we go. Okay, it says you need to be logged in Dutch, but the price is 30 cents, but they're only going to raise 100,000. So in that case, I might not get $1,000 allocation. I'll probably get like $350 with a 30 cents. Let's see if we can calculate the initial circulating supply to make like a rough price prediction, because they're starting at 30 cents, which is quite high normally, but it depends on what the actual market cap would be if we go to the tokenomics. So 5% of 3 million, 150K, 900K, 1.1 million tokens, then 10% of 1 million, 1.2 million, 20%, 400K, 1.6 million, nothing, 10%, 500K, 3.1 million. So yeah, the market cap starts about at $1 million-ish for my rough estimation I'm doing right now. And obviously on $1 million, the room for growth is not that much. So I would take into consideration with the current market conditions, probably a minimum, probably, well, 3x, I would say. The moon call is on there. There are quite some launch pads on there. A 3x should be doable, with definitely a maximum of a 10x, which I would say is realistic. Conservative, as I always am. 3 to 10x would be good, specifically on a higher launchpad allocation like AnyPad, where you're getting like, I hope $350, maybe $500, because the to be raised amount is only 100,000. But definitely big opportunity, I would say, to make some easy returns. And I do see some longevity in this metaverse, right? So it's definitely not a cash grab. It looks good. They've been working on it for quite a while. Most of the alpha assets are ready, which does show good potential here, specifically for the Duckie Land game. So yeah, it might do like a moonshot, 25 times if the moon call is going to shield it really hard. But I wouldn't, could do that, but I wouldn't take that as a point of view, in my opinion. I would say 3x at the minimum, 10x at the maximum. Stay conservative, take profits early. That's my best strategy. But that's my opinion, right? Duckie Land, it's a yes for me. I'll be joining on AnyPad. Thank you so much for watching this review and very tiny price prediction. Let me know what you think about Duckie Land in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.